All right, hello everybody, and welcome to Full Range Media. I am your host, MostValuablePat, and I'm here with Neptune. What's going on?
Going pretty well, pretty well.
Good stuff. Today we're gonna do our review on Star Wars Battlefront 2. This is gonna be a post-patch interview, so after all the stuff about taking off the microtransactions and all that kind of crap, this is after all that. So we're gonna give you guys hopefully a little bit of an idea of whether or not you want to go out and buy this game right now, wait until later to get it, or just pass on it completely. So what are your kind of overall thoughts of what the game was like?
Well, both campaign and PvP were moderately okay, except for the PvE portion of the campaign was relatively short on the 4-hour region. But other than that, it was actually not bad. It's pretty good. Same thing with the PvP too.
Yeah, I agree. I liked it. I liked it a lot. It's a lot of fun. You know what I mean? They really did a good job. They listened to what the people had to say from the last game, and they really tried to, you know, give the people what they wanted, except for one tiny little thing. But we'll get into that a little bit later. But we'll start off with
Yeah.
the story mode first. Of course, everybody was shouting beyond heavens and earth about wanting to have a story in the next Star Wars game, and they finally did it. How was it?
Yeah, the campaign starts off with Iden Versio, a protagonist in this Star Wars universe. She's basically a commander in a Inferno squad of an elite group in the Empire, and she's tasked with like infiltrating bases, grabbing intel from the rebels, etc., etc. Other than that, I mean, like her character is just kind of bland. The dialogue between her character and like the other like sub characters in the storyline are just meh, flat and bland. But other than that, it's actually not bad. It's the storyline's like decent with some action scenes in it here and there. Good cinematics, good memorable characters too as well with Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, a little bit of Lando in there, some Leia, etc., etc. But yeah,
Well,
not
that's
bad.
cool. That's cool. Yeah, I'm glad they did something. I'm glad they just kind of listened and just gave us something. I mean, I know it wasn't going to be, 20, 30 hours of story, but, if they
Of
did
course
something
not. No.
for a couple hours, that's fine. But
Yeah.
we'll move on to kind of the thing everybody kind of wants to play, and that's the multiplayer. And the multiplayer has 5 different game modes that you can play. And there's Galactic Assault, there's Starfighter Assault, there's Heroes versus Villains, Strike, and Blast. All these game modes are attack and defend. One team attacks, one team defends. Next round they switch, and then they have the previous team attacks and the previous team defends. And there's about 10 maps in Galactic Assault. It's a good amount of maps to start off with, and all of them are different. They have snow and forest and desert and nighttime and all that kind of stuff, and all the different objectives are on there and all that kind of stuff. The only one that's a little bit different is Blast. That's just like it's a team deathmatch type of mode. But what did you like the best? What was your favorite?
Mine would have to be Starfighter. Yeah, just because the fact that you're piloting like a TIE fighter and like freaking Millennium Falcon, it's the best. That
Mm-hmm.
and like Slave One from Boba Fett.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I was surprised in that mode because I had to in the beta. It was really difficult for me to fly around. I didn't really know how to do it. And I don't know. They changed something, and I think it was. I don't know if it was me messing with the controls too much or something like that. But it was really easy to do it after the game came out. And it's actually the more surprising mode because it's got 5 maps on it and they all look gorgeous. And that's something that's in every single mode, every single game. The game looks absolutely beautiful. It's an EA game. It's a dice game. All of their dice games look absolutely gorgeous, and the detail that goes into the levels and all that kind of stuff. And then all levels are levels that you know the names of. Tatooine, Kashyyyk, Star Killer Base,
Ja-
Death Star. All these
ja-
different places that you
Jakku.
know of if you're a Star Wars fan, and it's a lot of fun. You know what I mean? And they also have you get to play as different classes. You get to play as assault, heavy, officer, and specialist, and it's very balanced. There's not really one one class that's better than the other ones. There's not really more many weapons that are better than the other ones. Nobody's just like going up to one weapon and just using that one over and over again. I mean, you have way more experience doing the multiplayer, and you're much better at it than I am. So,
No, thank you.
yeah, I mean, what is there to add? I mean, do you have like?
I have some good and bad things to say about PvP per se. Good things would be honestly the star cards. They implemented more to that. You could put them to the heroes, to the starfighters, do every aspect of like multiplayer, which is actually pretty good. The cons though, for now, there's some issues. There's some network issues like error code 327 or the occasional lag for about 1 to 2 seconds. It's a little bit annoying, but other than that, it's like multiplayer's not bad.
So wait, the star card stuff is a positive?
It's a positive, yeah.
Whoa! I think you're the only person in the
But,
freaking world that thinks that. Holy shit!
but,
Oh, there's a
but
but. Okay,
I could
okay.
see,
What's
yeah,
the
there's a
but?
but in there. But for the star cards, I could try kind of be a devil's advocate for the other side, honestly. The star cards for the heroes, on the other hand, are really completely overpowered,
Yeah, it's
in my
crazy.
opinion.
It's crazy.
Whenever you're playing heroes versus villains, if you don't have like high enough card rarity or like increased rating on your cards, you're pretty much screwed.
Hmm. Yeah, but it doesn't work that way like for the
True.
troopers or for the starfighters or for like the enforcers, like the Wookiee warriors or like the rocket troopers or anything like that. They don't. It doesn't matter with that kind of stuff. I think everybody kind of went a little bit crazy when they was talking about this whole pay to win crap that's going on. Um, I think they took a little bit too overboard with that type of thing.
Yeah,
I can understand maybe a little bit of them saying,
yeah, but
yeah, it's not the way that they want to do it, and that's not the way that they want to play the game. But
mm,
I mean, do you really want to bitch about just something so tiny that doesn't really matter in the game too much?
not to mention that the premium currency is obtainable through completing challenges and such.
Yeah, and matches.
It's free. It's free. I
Yeah,
mean, shit.
exactly, exactly.
you
But they
you
did
get free
listen, and
DLC and you get free premium currency. So it makes sense.
well, exactly, and they listened, and they said,
Yeah.
okay, they don't like this. We're gonna turn them off for a little bit and just kind of revamp it a little bit and see what happens, which is fine. I, but because I heard that this was hitting them really hard in the stock market with this game because where their stock market, EA's stock was going down, Dice's stock was going down because of this. And this
Mm.
might change things a little bit. If people don't like
It'll change
something,
a lot.
well, yeah. If people don't like something, if they say something, it's gonna help, and they're gonna listen now. So,
And not to
uh,
mention the whole deduction and just they should just get rid of the pay to win or like just that microtransactions in general on many games in general like in say COD they should get rid of that or Battlefield or any other multiplayer game that's kind of
well,
like
if they
that.
don't matter that much in the game, I don't really have a
True.
problem with it. If it's just cosmetics, I think it's fine. If you want to go out and spend $100 on getting a skin for a freaking um, tank or something like that, I think that's okay. But if it's like something like weapons or something like that, or the star card stuff, it's pushing it a little bit. Just pushing it a little bit.
True.
Not really a big fan of that. But that's kind of our take on what we think of the whole star card situation and the whole pay to win thing. So we're gonna go ahead and give our grades. Um, so what would you give this on an A to F grade?
My grade would have to be an A minus for now because of both A, they have an introduction of storyline which is actually not bad, moderately okay. B, they've kind of improved multiplayer in some ways, but not a whole lot. I mean, the only issues I have with that would be just the lag and the network issues, and like probably the occasional overpowering of star cards, but that's just no big deal. I don't really give a crap about that. But yeah, that's my final grade for that is A minus.
Okay. I'm gonna give it a B plus actually,
Okay.
and the reasons why is because I'm not a big fan of the lag that they put in the game and this
Agreed.
trouble, the
Agreed.
server troubles in the game, and the overpowered star cards for heroes, and also we were having an issue, we were having an issue with having
Yeah.
going into being in a party and we both exit out of a game, and we're trying to get into a new game, and it keeps on saying like there's a group member playing a game, and there's not. So everybody had to close out their stuff, and everybody had to come back in again. It's little minor things. It's nothing huge. It's nothing that can't be fixed. It's nothing, nothing that patches later on won't fix. But for right now, with the game out at its current state, I'm gonna give it a B plus. But I definitely think you should go out and buy it. If you're boycotting it because of the whole star card mess that's going on, don't. It's not that big of a deal. They turn all that stuff off. I've never felt like I've lost a gunfight because of somebody having a star cards that were better than I was. So go out and get this game. I think both me and Neptune would tell you to go out and grab it, right?
Yeah, rent it, or borrow it from a friend.
Exactly. So, but that's gonna do it for our review on Battlefront 2. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to like this video, share, and subscribe also, and let us know down in the comment section what you think of this video, how we can improve, and what you think of Battlefront. Are you buying it? Are you saying screw it because of the whole star card thing, and why? Just curious. But you can also find me on twitch.tv/fullrangemedia. I stream nightly, so come check me out. We'll be playing a lot of Star Wars, so come check us out. And where can we find you?
You can find me at youtube.com/fullrangemedia.
Okay, how often do you stream?
I'll be streaming mainly during the day. Yeah.
All right, sounds good. Come check him out. He's a lot better player than I am on Star Wars, I'll tell you that. So check him out. He's got some solid gameplays. But thank you, everybody, for watching again. Please don't forget to always enjoy, and we will see you guys later. Have a good holiday. Peace.
Peace.